Hey guys, have you ever felt overwhelmed? You didn't know where you begin, where you needed to begin for that matter as well. So I want to just come on here, and in this time right now, we need to understand what we're putting in our bodies and how it's affecting our bodies, what it's doing and how it can weaken our immune system or strengthen it. So I want to go over some things in our pantry, and this is something, can you hold this up, Cadence? Yeah, this is a 10-pound bag of sugar, which the typical American consumes every 2 weeks, guys.
No, this
is that heavy or what? So let's go through. Let's look at some sugar packets and just show you guys kind of what's in this stuff, right? So this right here is a bag of Skittles. So right now we're in quarantine, right? You can't go out, you can't do anything. This is 75 packets of sugar from a bag of Skittles. And every packet, a single packet, shuts down your immune system for 5 hours, guys.
one packet?
One packet can shut it down. Your body can only process a tablespoon of sugar, okay, at a time, and then everything else is toxic. So it shuts down your immune system. As it makes your digestion goes on, it turns your immune system down. So it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Now this right here, this is Welch's grape juice. Man, I used to grow up thinking this was fantastic. This stuff has 70 packets of sugar, guys. So the reason I'm telling you this is stuff that we keep in pantries, right, till we open it. And people are doing this right now. So what it does, it messes up and it drops down your immune system and it leaves you more susceptible to getting things like the flu and sickness. Now here's a huge one in Michigan, right? Vernors, right? I was like, man, I love this stuff. It tastes so fantastic. Look at the amount of sugar in this thing. I was like, holy smoke. So it's literally shutting my immune system down. So you don't want to eat Vernors when you don't feel good. And you don't want to eat it when you're actually or drink it when you're healthy either. Now, this is a monster drink. How many people you guys know that do these? This thing has 13 and a half grams or bags of sugar in it. Guys, I used to drink the heck out of these. My wife wanted to shoot me, okay? Now, this is kind of funny. My little girl, hold up the ketchup. I emptied the ketchup, right? Look how much sugar is in that. 106 packets of sugar. That's how much sugar is in the bottle. Now, you notice how it's hard as a rock? That's exactly what it does in your body to your arteries. This is what happens. Have you noticed as you've gotten aged that you start to get like more rigid and you can't like move as well? When I changed the way I ate and started adding in more whole foods and plants and got rid of this processed food, I became more flexible again, no lie. I would have told you were full of it before. But this stuff, it binds to certain proteins and fats in your body, and it's called aged agglutinated end products. It literally rusts out your tissues, organs, and systems in your blood vessels and leads to cardiovascular disease and all kinds of other things. This was my all-time favorite as a kid, Nestle Quick, right? If you guys like this, please, by all means, comment in it below. It lets people see it. And if you're watching on the replay, please do that too. But this has 10 packets of sugar. And again, each packet of sugar shuts down that immune system from up to 5 hours long, guys. Now, in men, it shuts your testosterone down up to 8 hours, guys. Look at this right here. Pop-Tarts. This has almost 20. I love these things growing up. A packet of 2, 20. This isn't even 20. Double this right here, that's how much packets of sugar just in Pop-Tarts alone, right? Show them the Fruity Pebbles. All-time favorite as a kid. I love these things. This stuff right here, just about what you'd put in a bowl right here alone, this has 20-something packets of sugar in it, guys. This is crazy what we're eating. Why am I coming to you with this? This is the stuff when you're locked inside that people go to. Instead of having things that are phenomenal and wonderful, like whole foods, like vegetables and plants and things that are going to strengthen your body and your immune system. You know, healthy fats like get grass-fed butter, ghee butter. I mean, if you're lactose intolerant, look more to ghee, okay? You know, there's tons of things that you can do. You know, we eat a lot of goat cheese, okay? Things that will last. Those are phenomenal too for your body. Hey, Chad, what's up, brother? Yeah, I know, man. I used to do that stuff too, man. It was crazy. My wife would get all over me. I would do 5-hour energies and Red Bulls and all this stuff. Terrible. I didn't know any better. I was totally unaware, right? So, but these are things that we've learned to eat, you know, lean proteins if you're going to do that, but grass-fed, you know, or wild free range, you know. Make sure if you're eating fish like salmon, it's wild caught and it's not farmed or Atlantic. Atlantic's a fancy way of saying farmed, and they feed it nothing but antibiotics and all kinds of other things. You know, my wife wanted to share something with you too, but a lot of times we try to get rid of sugar. So what do we do, honey?
Yeah, well, I knew like pop. Here in Michigan, we say pop. Had a lot of sugar in it. So I used to drink Diet Coke. I was a Diet Coke fanatic. I would drink at least one a day. If I didn't have my Diet Coke, I had a headache and was just, terrible. And
our first date, I opened the door and like 20 Diet Coke bottles fell out. I was like,
and then
whoa.
I met Kenny, who was like, you gotta stop drinking the Diet Coke. And so I got off I got off the Coke, the Diet Coke.
But that's legal.
Yeah. And started drinking, just regular tea. But I just wanted to touch a little bit on, why Diet Coke is bad and the artificial sweeteners and how come it doesn't have the sugar content in it. And just because it doesn't have sugar in it or says sugar-free, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy. So do you want to share a little bit of
Yeah, Diet Coke, thank you, honey. It's got aspartame in it, which basically breaks down in your body as formaldehyde. That's embalming fluid, yes, okay? And so there are studies on this that show how all the rats in the study died of cancer in a very short period of time because the aspartame actually destroys your microbiota in your gut, and that's where 80% of your immune system lives. So now your body's even more susceptible and can't fight, again, immune system factors out in nature. So you become weakened and sickened, and then you're eating all this sugar, and the average American on average eats 10 pounds, hold that up, boo, of sugar every 2 weeks, guys. So sugar is in everything. Man, we were on vacation down in Florida, and we were eating grouper, wild-caught grouper, right? And we were grilling it without the buns, so we weren't getting the extra sugar. Yeah, we're weird like that. And so she goes, I'm going to put tartar sauce on it. And I said, I wouldn't do that. And she goes, what are you talking about? I made it as a kid. How do you make that stuff?
Mayo and relish.
Yeah. And I said, I guarantee you there's some kind of sugar in it. High fructose corn syrup. That stuff is more addicting than cocaine. They've literally done studies with this, guys, where they take rats, addict them to sugar, or cocaine, put them into an environment with sugar water accessible, and as soon as they try the sugar water, they never go back to the cocaine. It's 6 to 8 times more addictive than cocaine. That's why they put it in everything. It's craveability, and it shuts down your frontal lobe where you think, and it makes you very emotional. So these are things that we've learned. I didn't know all this stuff. I try to learn this stuff. I'm nerdy. I'm up every day. I'm studying. I'm trying to help the public because not everybody has time to do this stuff. So, I ask people that share this with you, please reach out to them. These probably are people that are advocates in health that can help you and your family make simple changes, remove some things. When you hear something psychologically, if you take something out, you need to replace it with something good. So that's one thing that we share with my wife.
When I quit drinking the Diet Coke, I had to replace it with something, so I replaced it with like iced tea. Not the sweet iced tea, just like the regular,
non-sweet,
unsweet iced tea.
I grew up down south, so everything was sweet tea, right?
Gosh.
And like this little sweet tea right here has 10.5 tablespoons of sugar packets, guys. And I grew up like that. Where I'm from in the South, everything they would do, they would deep fry, sugar, right? That's why French fries are so fantastic. Have you ever found a French fry in your seat, underneath your seat? It looks the same as the day you bought this stuff. I was at McDonald's. This was kind of funny, too. About 15 years ago, I take my niece. Let her play in the play area. She's going to buy a Happy Meal, right? But I'm going to have her get the apples. She opens the apples if she didn't get the fries. You know what happened? She goes, Uncle Kenny, look at this. These things expired 3.5 months ago. And I was like, oh my goodness. What are they putting on those apples
still white
to make them white, right? Because we cut an apple right now, it's freaking
brown.
Yeah, and I was like, what in the world? So again, just want to come at you, want to share some things with you. Please, if you love this content, comment below. If you're watching the replay, please type in replay. The more you do that, the more people get to see this content.